Hi everybody, welcome to Sri Online Training. So today in this session of core Python programming, we are going to discuss following topics: working with Python script files or Python program files, and running Python program files, and we will also understand flow of execution of Python program. Right. So first of all, we'll have a small revision of the last session. So how to download and how to install Python, and next how to verify Python path in Windows operating system, and what is Python interactive mode. Right. Now coming to downloading and installing Python. So first we have to open the browser. So we open, or we can work with any browser like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Opera, etc. And then go to the address bar and type www.python.org. So it will open the Python homepage for downloading Python software. So go to the downloads. Okay, go to the downloads. If you see here, we have downloads here. So under downloads, go to Windows. Under Windows, click on Python 3.9, which is the latest version for Windows. Right, so just click on that. So this version does not work with Windows 7 or earlier. Compulsory we require Windows 8, Windows 8.1 or Windows 10. If you are working with Windows 7, then you have to go for 3.8. Right. So just click on this button, Python 3.9. So downloading will start automatically. Right. So once the downloading is done, we can have this in our My Computer downloads folder. So under downloads folder, we'll have Python installation or setup file. So just copy this file and go to your working directory and paste it in your working directory. So our working directory is g:/ssot Python core Python, under that softwares. So paste it here. Right. So once you paste it here, simply double click this and start the installation. So in my system, Python is already installed. Okay, so no need to reinstall this. Okay, and whenever you are doing a fresh installation, in the first screen you have to put a tick mark for add path to Windows, and then click on install, and after that you have to close it once the installation is done. Right, so since Python is already installed in my system, I'll cancel this installation process. Do you want to cancel? Click on yes. Right, so once the Python installation, downloading and installation is done, we have to verify the Python whether it is working properly in our Windows system or not. So how to verify whether Python is working properly in our Windows system or not? So click on the start button, type cmd, open the command prompt. Right, so we can work with Python from any drive because Python path is already set in our Windows environment variables during installation process. So go to your working directory g:, so under g:, Srisai online training. So under Srisai online training, Python, under that core Python, under that programs. So this is our working directory where we are going to work with core Python, and next we'll work with advanced Python in another directory. So here we have to type the command py. So when we type this command, it will display the Python version which is installed in our system, Python 3.9 9.0, and then we'll get the Python interactive mode. Right, so in Python interactive mode, we can directly give the Python commands like 10 plus 20 will get the output. We can also give 10 minus 20 minus 10, 10 into 20, 200, 10 by 20, 0.5, 10 modulo 20. Remainder is 10 itself. And we can also work with some basic commands like print hello, or we can also take some variables like a is equals to 10, b is equals to 20. We can also perform a plus b. So this is how we have to work with Python interactive mode. So in Python interactive mode, directly give the input, no need to compile, no need to save. Automatically it is accepted by Python interpreter, which is inbuilt with Python interactive mode. It will accept our input, process that input, and gives the required output. Right, and finally we can say exit function, enter. It will come out of the Python interactive mode. Right, so we'll say CLS, clear the screen. So we can use py command or completely Python command. Even Python command will also take us to Python interactive mode. So again here we can say 5 plus 3, 5 minus 3, 5 into 3, 5 by 3, and then 5 modulo 3. Right, so simply we can say exit function. Right, so when we say exit function, it will come out of the Python interactive mode. And if you want to close the command prompt, simply say exit. Exit command for DOS command prompt. It will come out of the command prompt of Windows. So this is what we are discussing in the last session: downloading and installation of Python, verifying Python in our Windows operating system, and working with Python interactive mode. So let us start with working with the Python programs or Python script files. Okay, so basically we can work with Python in two ways: Python interactive mode and Python script files. So we have already seen Python interactive mode using py command. Okay, right. So first of all, basically we can work with Python programming in two ways. First one, Python interactive mode. So in Python interactive mode, we have to give the command py or Python in command prompt. Right. So next we can also work with Python script files, which is .py files. Right. So now we have already seen how to work with some basic commands in command prompt using py command or Python command, which will take us to Python interactive mode. Okay, right. So now we'll see how to work with Python script files. So how to write a program, how to save a program, and how to run a program. So here we will write the program, save the program, and then run the program. So these are the things which we are going to do it in Python script file: writing, saving, and running the program. Right. So now let us try to understand Python script files. Okay. So second one, Python script files. So basically when we say script, so script file means Python program file. So script file means Python program file, which is filename.py. Okay, so filename.py. So here is how to write a first program in Python. So the step 1 goes like this. So write a Python program and save with filename.py as extension. So filename.py as extension. Right. So we are going to write a program in Python. Okay. And we are going to save that in our working directory. So our working directory is g:/ssot. Under that Python folder, under that core, under that programs. So here we are going to save the file as sample.py. In your system, you can work it in C colon, you can work it in D colon, you can work it in E colon, or you can also work it in desktop also. Right. So first of all, to write a program, I'm going to use a Notepad++ software here. Okay. Right. So for writing Python script files or program, we use Notepad++ software. Okay. Right. So Notepad++ software is a free software available on internet. So you can download that and install from internet. Okay. So for example, if you go to the Google Chrome, okay, so in Google Chrome, go to www.google.com. So in google.com, here you have to save this. Okay, I mean, you have to say Notepad++. So Notepad++ website will be given for us. Okay, right. So this is a Notepad++ website which is available for us, right? So under this website, we have to go to the downloads option. So under downloads option, the latest version is Notepad++ 7.9.1. So just click on that. Right, it will give us two options here, 32-bit and 64-bit. So our system is 64-bit. Okay, so download the 64-bit installer option. Right, fine. So downloading will start automatically. Okay, so it is just 3.9 MB. Say that show in folder. Right, so copy this from here and paste it in our working directory. So copy, go to g:/srisai online training, Python, core Python and softwares. Paste it here. Right, so we can simply say double click here. So do you want to install it? Click on S. So select the language English and then click on next. Agree the license agreement. So it will be installed in C:/program files. Click on next. So select all the options here which we want to install here. Okay, and then click on next. So create a desktop shortcut, put a tick mark for that and click on install. Now Notepad++ is already running for us. We will close this Notepad++. Right, and again we'll click on retry. So if you can see here, installation is getting done in our system. Right. Okay, so once the installation is done, we can say run Notepad++, put a tick mark and say finish. Right, so this is some points which are related to new features in Notepad++ 7.9.1. So this is not necessary for us. You can just close this. Okay, so we can just close this. Right, so this is how we have to download Notepad++ software from its website, and we have to install that in our Windows system. Is that clear, all of you? For writing the program, we have to take a new page. Okay, so we have to take a new page. So it goes like this. We have to press Control N. Okay, so Control N will get a new page, and then Control S. So this is used to save program. Okay, these are the two common shortcuts which we are going to use for every program. Or we can also take a new page from File, New, or File, Save, New and Save. Right, so we'll say Control N. Okay, we'll get a new page. So here first we'll write the comments. Okay, so comments are written in Python using hash program to display welcome message on console. So console means output screen. Okay, console means our output screen, and whatever we write it under comments, those are not displayed on the output screen. Right, so here we will write one function print, and we'll give the message in double quotes, hello students, followed by semicolon. So semicolon is not compulsory. Right, now we have to save the program. So for saving the program, I'm going to use Control S. Is it okay, all of you? I'm going to use Control S. So simply say Control S. So it will ask us to save the program here. So for saving the program, we have to go to our working directory t:/srisai online training, Python, core Python, and then programs. So here we are going to save this program as sample.py. So sample is the file name, py is the extension. Click on save. Right, the program is saved. If you see here, we got the comments in green color, and then we got the print function in blue color, and then we got the message in gray color. So this is what is the specialty of Notepad++ with colorization of programming statements. Right, so this is how we have to write and save our program. Okay, next we have to, so this is step 1. So step 2 is we have to go to the command prompt and we have to directly run the program, and step 3, we have to verify the output of the program. So let us go to the command prompt now. Okay, click on the start button, type cmd. Right, go to your working directory g:/ssot. So under this we'll go for Python, under that core Python, under that programs. Right, so simply say cls, clear the screen. Now we have to run the program. So for running the program, we have to say Python followed by file name. So our file name is sample.py. Okay, so Python space file name, enter. So we got the output as hello students. Right, so we'll add one more message in our file. So second message is welcome to Python. Okay, so go to the file. So get back to the next line. So print hello students, welcome to Python session. Okay, right, so here semicolon is not compulsory, so I'm going to remove the semicolon. So if you are writing a single statement in a single line, semicolon is not compulsory. So simply save this. Now come to the command prompt and simply say Python sample.py, or we can also say py space sample.py. So Python command, py command, both are going to work for us. So simply say enter. So we got the answer as hello students, welcome to Python session. Right, now I'm going to add one more message here. So third message, print. So I'll take single quotes. So under single quotes, I'll give the message as something like all the best. So semicolon, anyhow, it is not compulsory if you are writing a single statement in a single line. So, but for safe side, put the semicolon. Right, now simply save the program. So we can write the message in double quotes. We can also write the message in single quotes. So save the program, come to the command prompt and simply run it. Python sample.py, enter. So we got it as hello students, welcome to Python session, all the best. Right, so one important technical point here. So step 1, we have to write the program, we have to save the program. Step 2, we have to run the program in the command prompt using Python command or py command followed by the file name, and finally we have to verify the output of the program. Right, so the command goes like this for running the program: py followed by filename.py. Right, and the node point goes like this. Okay, so the node point is, okay, semicolon is not compulsory here. Okay, and next thing is that if you are writing Python statement in a single line, then semicolon is not compulsory. Okay, right, so whenever we do changes to Python program, comma, save it and then run it. Okay, so whenever you do changes to the Python program, we have to save it and then finally we have to run it. So if you do changes to the program, so save it and run it in the command prompt. So this is how we are supposed to work with first program of Python in Python programming. So coming to first program technical points. So the first point goes like this here. Okay, so print function is a predefined function which is used to print some data on console or output screen. Okay, it is used to print some message or data on console or output screen. So it is done with print function. It is a predefined function. Next, the second point goes like this. In Python, okay, right, so in Python, string is a collection of characters represented in double quotes or single quotes. So string is a collection of characters represented in double quotes or single quotes. So we can use both double quotes as well as single quotes to represent a string. So this is hello students in double quotes. We can also write it in single quotes, welcome to Python. So both are going to work for us in Python. Okay, and the third technical point goes like this. Okay, so semicolon. So semicolon, technically it is known as delimiter. So delimiter represents end of a statement. So it represents end of a statement in Python. So it is not compulsory. So it is not compulsory in Python when we are writing single statement in a single line. Okay, so it is not compulsory when we are writing a single statement in single line. Okay, so single statement in single line, semicolon is not compulsory. delimiter is not compulsory, but it is mandatory. Okay, mandatory means compulsory if we are writing multiple statements in a single line. Okay, so for example, let us say that we are writing multiple statements in a single line. Print hi semicolon, print hello semicolon, print welcome semicolon. So let us try to write this in our program. So just copy this, print hi, print hello, print welcome. So we'll write these three statements in a single line. So in this situation, semicolon is compulsory. Okay, right, so save this program, come to the command prompt. Okay, now simply we have to run this. Python, we can use Python command, we can also use py command. So Python sample.py. So we got it as hi, hello, welcome. Okay, so every print statement prints the message or data in a new line. Okay, so I'll write it here. Every print statement, okay, prints the data. So every print statement prints the data in a new line. So the technical point goes like this. Every print function displays data in new line. So this is what is the specialty of print function, which is available in Python. So these are some technical points which we are supposed to remember when we are working with first program in Python. So now we'll work with another program to add two numbers and display the result on console. Okay, right, so take a new page. Okay, so in the new page, first we'll write the comments using hash. So program to add two numbers and display the result on console. So here we will also perform arithmetic operations. So arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo. Okay, right, so here what we are going to do is I'm going to take two variables here, a and b. Right, so first we'll take a is equals to 5 and b is equals to 3. Next we are performing print a plus b, print a minus b, print a into b, print a by b, print a modulo b. So 5 arithmetic operations including addition operation. Right, so let us save this program in our working directory. Okay, so we'll save this as sample1.py. Right, so the program is also changed. We got the required colors for our program. Okay, so now get back to the command prompt. Now simply run the program. CLS, clear the screen, Python sample1.py. Okay, right, so we are getting an error here. Fine, so we have error at, so can't open the file, no such file or directory. So let us check out what is the problem here with this file. So save the file as sample, sample, sample1.py. Okay, right, give the file name as correctly. So simply run the program. So 5 plus 3, 8, 5 minus 3, 2, 5 3s are 15 and 5 divided by 3. The quotient is 1.666. So 5 divided by 3, remainder is 2. Now here we can put some proper messages also. Okay, so how to put the proper messages? If you see here, so I'll put the message in double quotes. First one, add. Okay, so add message in double quotes followed by comma, and I'll put a plus b in circle brackets. Okay, so it will print add message colon space 5 plus 3 8. So save this, come to the command prompt and then simply run it. So addition 8. Okay, so addition 8. Now if you want here, we can also leave this space also here. So whenever we are printing message with comma using print function, space is automatically given. Right, so similarly we can take the second message here. Second one is subtraction, sub, which is a minus b. Right, save it, come to the command prompt, run it. So subtraction is 2. Okay, right, so similarly third message, which is product a into b. Next, fourth message, division. Now for division we'll get the quotient, which is a by b, and then last one, remainder. Okay, r. Fine, so remainder is nothing but modulo a modulo b. Right, so save it, command prompt, run it. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Division will get the quotient, modulo will get the remainder. So this is how we can put message with data. So here it is printing message with data. So we have to write the comments using hash. Comments will come in green color and comments are not displayed on the output screen. Okay, right. So arithmetic operations in Python program using two variables a and b. So coming to some technical points. So few more technical points related to Python programming. So technical points goes like this. So for displaying or printing multiple messages or data in a single print function, it is done with comma operator. It is done with comma operator. Example, print, okay, inside the print a plus b in circle bracket, comma, space is automatically given. So a plus b, 5 plus 3, 8. 8 space is sum of two numbers, double quotation, space 5, 3, a, b. So whenever we give comma, automatically we'll get the space. So copy this, go to your program and then paste it in the last. Okay, right. So 8 is sum of two numbers, 5, 3. We should get this message. Save this, come to the command prompt, right. So simply run it. So we'll get the messages like this. 8 is sum of two numbers, 5 space 3. So whenever we are using comma operator, we'll get the space automatically. Okay, so spacing is done automatically between multiple messages or data in print function using with comma operator. Right, now one more important point here. So multiple print statements automatically prints data or message in next line or new line. So in our program, if we see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 print functions are there. So if we see here 11 print functions, we are getting the output in 11 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lines. So every print function prints the data or message in a new line. Okay, right? It prints the data or message in a new line. Okay, now we have old style of printing without circle brackets, but this is not going to work for us as of now. For example, print, no need to use circle bracket, directly you can give the message hi, hello, welcome in double quotes or single quotes. So this is old style of working. Okay, so this is not advisable. So whenever we are using print function, we have to put the message in circle brackets. So these are some technical points which are supposed to be remembered for basic programming in Python. So coming to flow of execution of Python program. So it goes like this here, right? So step 1, first we have to write and save the program. Okay, so for writing and saving the program, so filename.py, and we have used something like sample.py. So we have to save this in our working directory, writing and saving the program. Next, step 2, directly running the program. Okay, so for running the program, the command goes like this: py filename.py, which is sample.py. Okay, so the command is py sample.py. So what happens when we run the program? So when we run the program, internally two things happens: interpretation and execution. Okay, right? So when we run the program, internally two things happen. Okay, interpret plus execute. Okay, so interpretation means it will convert our code into machine code, machine understandable code. Okay, so interpret means it is done by Python interpreter. So what Python interpreter will do? It converts our code to machine code, the code which is understood by the machine, which is operating system, and it is done by Python interpreter. And this machine code is executed by Python virtual manager. Okay, so that is execution process. Okay, so such machine code is executed by Python virtual machine. Right, so these are the two things which happens when we run the program. First, interpretation, which is done by Python interpreter. It will convert our code into machine code. And second one, execution, which is done by Python virtual machine, which will run machine code in our operating system. So this is what is step 2 and internal process of running the Python program. And finally, once it is successfully executed, we'll get the output of the program. Okay, so on successful execution, we get output of program. So we can see the output of the program on console or display. Right, so if we try to put this in the form of a diagram, it goes like this. So first we have to write Python program sample.py. Okay, so this is our program. Next, we have to, after writing the program, we have to run it. Right, so when we run this, directly we'll get the output. We get the output of the program. Right, but when we run this, internally two things happens. Okay, fine. First one is interpretation and second one is execution. So this is the small diagrammatic representation of working with Python program. So writing and saving the program, running the program, and verifying the output of the program. So this is what is the flow of execution of Python programming in Windows system. So that is what is all about today's session, guys. Working with Python script files or Python program files, running Python program files in Windows operating system, and flow of execution of Python programs in Windows operating system. So thank you all of you for listening and watching this session. Have a nice day.